Hi everybody, this is Palace of Forest. I'm Old June. Today I'm going to talk about a black hero, Putin. Black hero in Chinese term means a hero, but not quite a hero, not in a positive way to say a hero. So Putin is a black hero. I think he's very suitable for that term. So just about 10 or 15 days ago, Putin announced the Wagner mercenary is going to belong to Russian soldier military, and they declare the faith, the loyalty to Russian army. Otherwise, probably you face death, because the leader, Prigozhin, already checked DNA. He's gone from the flight between Moscow to St. Petersburg. So the most celebrating party is Poland and Lithuania, because they are afraid of Wagner mercenary went to White Russian. Okay, this is a history. The 2 months ago, this military coup d'etat is gone. So we talk about Putin, but the war between Russia and Ukraine is still going on. What's going on? What do they need? What does Putin want? So we can take a look at Ukraine. Ukraine is a pretty big country, almost the same size as France, and also they have many ancient sites. City of Kiev is very old, 1,000 years old, so has many beautiful historical sites. But what happened now? Because the Russian says he's not going to stop the war until he got what he need. What he need? I have some analysis here. Number one, he needs Ukraine, the eastern 4 states plus Crimea. Of course, this is before the war he wants. He already have those areas already have a vote, public vote, belongs to Russian already. So if after 18 months war still give him just that, I don't think he is satisfied. So next one, let's look. He probably want the Black Sea, those cities and the territory of Ukraine, which including Odessa. Wow, that's a big shipment of food and wheat port. Well, he probably want that. Also Crimea. Of course, always Crimea. Don't forget, Crimea is the Black Sea Fleet, other port. So that is the second choice. Third choice, probably according to some theories, says that river, Dnieper River, divided by Dnieper River east and west. Dnieper River east, Russian wanted. West, you can go free. Maybe you can join NATO, NATO. That's, I think, these choices of Russian, choices of Putin. But I don't think NATO, NATO want to agree. So this is still a question mark here. We don't know. Well, according to 100 years old Kissinger, he's an excellent strategist. He was saying in 2014, already said, Ukraine is Russia's red line. Don't touch it. It's going to be a serious problem. But of course, that time, U.S. politician like John McCain, he doesn't care. He went all the way to Freedom Square to encourage Ukraine to fight against their, actually, is elected pro-Russian leader at that time. So that was the whole thing caused this chaos right now. And Kissinger, right after the war happened, he also said, well, Crimea, you have to cede it to Russian, and the eastern 4 states of Ukraine may be going to public vote or under some kind of international organization trust until 20, 30 years later to have another vote or something like that. But of course, that time nobody want to listen to him. And right now, it looks like if they can reach that point, it's not too bad for Ukraine. Because Ukraine want to say, I don't want an inch territory lost. Of course, for Chinese, we like that idea too. But we face 18th century, we face all the Western powers. We lost a lot of land and lost a lot of money. We know that feeling, but sometimes it's a bad choice, better than die, better than death. Anyway, so this is the 3 options probably Ukraine going to face. But Western world, they deal with Russia was a very cruel, efficient, economic way to deal with the Russian. Number 1, they took a SWIFT out from Russian immediately. So not a US $1 Russian can buy in 2022. Okay, so the Russian ruble was dropped like hell, like a rock into the ocean. And there was $70, $80 exchange 1 US dollar. Just 2 or 3 days, it dropped to $150 or $200. I mean, rubles to change $1. So it's a terrible situation. But Russia immediately said, if you want my oil, you want my natural gas, you want my fertilizer, okay, you have to pay ruble. So just a few days, the ruble go back even better than the war period of time. That's amazing. So the Russian survived because he didn't lose too much. Although he lost the Western customers, like Germany. Germany bought a lot of Russians' natural gas and gasoline. But the US says, you want to do that continuously? So it blew up Nord Stream pipeline. Number 1, number 2. But US said they didn't do it. It's not him. So you know it, I know it, God knows it, and Earth knows it, who did it. Blew it up. So Russian lost that customer. So they have to sell to India, to China with a probably lower price. But at least she survived. Then the US said, you cannot sell your oil more than $70 a barrel. Russian said, I don't care, I'm going to sell that. Okay, you can sell it, but you cannot find any ship to transport for you. And you don't have any marine insurance because these 2 things controlled by London. So Russian said $70 a barrel, it's probably he can survive. So he did. The OPEC country was not happy with the USA because USA involved too much with calling the number for oil. OPEC country want to do their own job or whatever. They think, I don't want to share this power with you. So that's why we can see Saudi Arabia lately not very friendly with the USA. Maybe that's the reason. Anyway, what I want to say is Putin, after the whole world almost except China boycott him, he still survived. So I have to say he is like what do we call in Chinese? Many feet snake never die. And also big ship have 3,000 nails. Means he's hard to beat up. But don't forget, in history, Russia has been invaded by France, Napoleon, and Hitler, Germany. Napoleon and Hitler is all defeated. So we have to pay attention to this. To a certain degree, you have to compromise. Probably this is the best policy. I think the war going on just causes more and more inflation, and the oil and the food price were skyrocketing. That's really bad for the whole world. There's no meaning of it to fight this kind of thing. That's my thinking. I'm Older June. I hope you like it and share with your friend. Thank you.